While signs of a wounded inner child can often include feelings of inadequacy, fear of abandonment, difficulty forming healthy relationships, and other emotional struggles, it's important to note that not everyone will exhibit these signs in the same way. Some individuals may have developed coping mechanisms or support system that mask these signs, making it even more challenging to discern their inner wounds. Additionally, some people may have experienced healing and growth, leading to a diminished impact of their wounded inner child. Now, it's essential to recognize that each person's experiences and responses are unique, and that not everyone will display classic signs of a wounded inner child. Some individuals may have cultivated resilience and adapted well to their past experiences, while others may have found effective ways to cope with their wounds. Therefore, it's crucial to approach each person with empathy and understanding, acknowledging that everyone's internal struggles are complex and diverse. Recognizing the signs of a wounded inner child can be an important step in beginning the healing process. Here are 5 signs that you have a wounded inner child. Number 1, difficulty forming healthy relationships. If you find it challenging to form and maintain healthy relationships, especially with trust, intimacy, or vulnerability, it could be a sign that your wounded inner child is affecting your adult relationships. This can manifest as fear of abandonment, codependency, or difficulty setting boundaries. Number 2, self-sabotaging behavior. Engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors such as procrastination, overeating, substance abuse, or other destructive habits can be a sign that unresolved childhood wounds are influencing your behavior as an adult. Number 3, low self-esteem and self-worth. Now, a wounded inner child can lead to feelings of low self-esteem, self-doubt, a lack of self-worth. If you constantly seek external validation, struggle with imposter syndrome, or have a persistent negative self-image, it may be a sign of inner child wounds. Number 4, emotional reactivity. If you find yourself overreacting to certain situations, experiencing intense emotional responses that seem disproportionate to the present moment, or feeling triggered by seemingly innocuous events, it could indicate that your wounded inner child is being activated. Number 5, recurring patterns and unresolved emotions. Patterns of behavior or emotions that seem to repeat themselves throughout your life, such as feeling abandoned, unloved, or unworthy, may be indicative of unresolved childhood wounds. These patterns can manifest in various areas of your life, including work, relationships, and self-care. Now, these signs can serve as indicators that there may be unresolved issues from your past affecting your present. Seeking the guidance of a mental health professional or therapist can help you explore and address these issues in a safe and supportive environment. So I just want to tell you a little story about my journey to healing my childhood traumas, and I've been on the search for peace and happiness for quite some time, and I did seek out many therapists, but none of them went to the actual core of my traumas that were affecting my behaviors as an adult. What they were doing was addressing the behaviors, but not going to the root of it. So then about a year and a half ago, I seeked out a EMDR therapist, which is emotional or eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. And I saw her for about a year, and it completely changed my entire life. I'm a completely different person. And yeah, I mean, it was a painful journey because you have to face your traumas, things that have been suppressed for years that you didn't want to deal with because you knew that it was going to be painful. But in order for you to heal those traumas, you got to revisit them. And that's what we did. And it taught me that that those things happen, and that was a fact. But the story that I put to it, the narrative, when I was, 5, 6, 7, was that I was a bad person, that I was unlovable, that I wasn't deserving because of something that happened. And I lived that life of undeserving, unloving for years and years. And until I was able to heal those traumas. And now, of course, we all have triggers, but my triggers now, I don't respond or react emotionally. I understand that they're there, and that was a fact, and that's in the past. But who I am today, right now, talking to you, is a completely different person, and the person that I was all along. And it took work, but I realized everything that I was giving to everybody else, love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, kindness, I wasn't giving to myself. And so I started to give that to myself. And, one day I just realized, wow, I'm really happy. I am at peace. I feel good no matter what's going on around me. And I just want to bring up something else that is very powerful if you are wanting to heal your inner child. So what I did is I dug up a picture of myself when I was maybe in kindergarten, so 4 or 5. And and I would carry it around with me. And every time I would beat up on myself, I would pull the picture out and I would look at the picture of myself. This innocent, beautiful, amazing gift, this child. And I would say, would you say those things to that little girl? And the answer was no. And so I learned to nurture and love and accept that little girl in the picture for exactly who she was and who she is now. So with that being said, I love you. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed and you like this content and you want more of it, then go ahead and subscribe. I wanted to get to 100 subscribers. It's been 2 months since I started this channel, so we're at 96. I really appreciate if you find my content interesting and motivating, that will help you along your spiritual path. Then go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment. Those that have subscribed, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you, each and every one of you. And that's it for today. So be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, be kind to others. Peace, love, and namaste.